Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Anne and today I'm bringing you my second video in my indie book recommendations series. So in my last video I recommended you a couple of indie books and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I've read quite a few different ones so in between these videos, so I'm very excited to be recommending these ones for you. So I'm just going to scoot you over here because I don't actually own any of them. I read a lot of these as ebooks. So yeah, if you want to get more recommendations after this video, make sure you check out my indie book recs number 1. I'll link it up above and down below in the description for you to check out. So the first book that I want to talk about today is Bagging the Blueliner by Siena. This is a 5-star read for me and I had such an amazing time with it. So in this one we are following Hannah, and she is the daughter of the coach of the Connecticut Comets, and her father has made a rule that none of the team can touch any of his daughters. So in true Hannah fashion, Hannah decides that she is determined to break that rule and convince someone in the hockey team to break that rule with her. And enter Cal, a man who has been attracted to Hannah for 10 years but has refused to do anything about it until she sets her eyes on him. And so ensues the romance. I had such an amazing time with this. I really loved the chemistry between Hannah and Cal. Right at the beginning we see that they don't like each other as much. They bicker a lot, they hate each other a lot, and they argue a hell of a lot, but the tension is there. And we know right from the beginning that Cal has always been attracted to her, and Hannah knows that he is this fine specimen of a man, but she wants nothing to do with him because he is frustrating and annoying and does her head in. So when she decides that okay, maybe Cal is going to be the one that helps me break this rule, so ensues a lot of spice, a lot of fun, and a lot of chemistry. I really loved watching the relationship develop, and I really loved seeing how Cal started to take care of her a little bit more, and her friends are like, he is obsessed with you, and she's like, what are you talking about, we're just having sex. And it was just a great time. I really liked seeing some of the characters from the Remington Royal series, because this series is kind of connected to that series, but it's a separate series. So if you don't want to read the Remington Royal series, you can start with this one and kind of get the background. But for someone who's read the Remington Royals and has a kind of idea of who those characters are, it was just really nice to see them within the story. And I had a great time with it. So again, massive thank you to Siena and just a massive thank you to Siena for gifting me this as an ARC so I can read, love, and review it for you. So I will link the Amazon page down below if you want to check it out. The next one that I want to talk about is Trick Shot by Kayla Grosse. So this is book 1 in the Brother Pucker series, and we are following Leo and Riley. And they run into each other at the airport, and Riley believes that he is Lucas, his twin brother, and Leo doesn't correct her. And when their flight gets cancelled, Leo decides that he's going to invite her home because he is very intrigued by her. And so ensues a passionate night of fun, kinky sex with Leo, Riley, and Leo's best friend, Jace. And it is so good. I love this. I came across it just looking for smutty Christmas books, and I did a vlog about it, so if you want to check that vlog out, I'll link that up above and down below too. But this was so good. Riley is a bigger main character, so she feels uncomfortable being around these men because they are beautiful and really handsome, and she doesn't believe that she's worthy enough. But when Leo is like, okay, what can I do to make you feel more comfortable, make you feel beautiful, make you feel loved and encouraged, and it was just so good, and I'm obsessed with it. I love Kayla Grosse's writing, and I was so obsessed with it that I recently just read the second book in the series, which was Puck Shy, and I gave this 5 stars too. So in this one we're actually following Lucas, and who is Leo's brother from book 1, and then we're following Stevie, who is Riley's sister from book 1. And in this one they end up meeting at a Valentine's themed BDSM sex club, and chemistry and sparks fly, and they end up having some fun time together, and the spicy scenes are immaculate. We have a couple of male-female scenes, we have female male scenes, and it's just such a great time. So in this one, after they meet, Stevie actually is hired by Lucas to be his PR/media person, and she makes a rule that they are never going to sleep together again because this job is important to her and they can't continue the relationship. So Lucas is like, yep, okay, cool, and we just watch them pine for each other for a while. So these two books in the series are just novellas, so they're quite short, quick and easy to read, and I just have such a good time with them. We also see Riley, Jace and Leo in this book, and I was so good to see them again, and I would really love for a full-length novel, but I think that they are in their perfect form as novellas, and I just had a great time with them, and I'm going to be reading more from Kayla Grosse because she's becoming a favourite author of mine. The next one that I want to talk about is one that I read quite a while ago and I completely forgot that I read it, and it is Stealing His Sunshine by Tanya Lynn. So this is about a girl who, after a one-night stand, Gideon has been trying to find this mystery girl, and when he finds her he realizes she is his son's girlfriend. He must fight his jealousy and need to take her back. So before I read Birthday Girl, this is what I read, and it was a ex-boyfriend's father romance, and I was very scared going into it because I wasn't sure if I was going to like this concept and if I was worried that cheating was going to be involved, but that is not the case in this book. So they actually break up before she gets together with Gideon, and technically she was with Gideon first, but this was so good. The tension between these characters is great, the spice was amazing and top tier, and I had a great time with it. And just be warned that there is trigger warnings for stalking, a little bit of domestic abuse, and breaking and entering, so just be aware of those before you go in. But again, I had a great time with it. It was fun, it was spicy, and massive thank you to Tanya for gifting me this because I had a great time with it. I had a lot of fun with this one, and I read it in pretty much in a day. It was great and I had a great time with it, and the relationship within the story is very beautiful and heartwarming. Like after certain things happen to the main character, Gideon kind of swoops in and kind of is like, okay, well, let me take you to a hotel, let me get you food, let me take care of you, do you want cuddles, do you want me to stay, like what do you need, with no expectation for anything else. He just wants to take care of her, which I thought was really beautiful, and I had a great time with it. So definitely check it out if you want. Then I read and would recommend Folie by Kane. This is another 5-star read for me, although I don't know if I actually recommend this book. If you like your dark romance with a lot of triggering content, this is probably for you, but if you're not that type of person, then don't take this recommendation. Just read the other books that I recommend in this series, in this video. But this is very, very dark. There's a lot of trigger warnings such as SA, drug use, spiking of drinks, murder, and so much more. This is about Indy, and Indy is taken to this mysterious circus by her friends who promise her that this is something that she really needs to experience and she'll never probably experience again. And this is a circus where your deepest, darkest desires can come to life. So you can go in and you can do all of this kinky, taboo sort of stuff. And Indy is very uncomfortable, but she kind of sees Lux, who is the ringleader of this circus, and she is very intrigued by him, and he is very intrigued by her, and so ensues a horror novella filled with kinky, triggering content. I don't really want to say too much more about it, but please be aware, please read the trigger warnings before you go into this book, because it is dark and it will trigger you if you have certain triggers. If you don't like your dark romance with lots of triggering content, don't take this recommendation. Just take the first 4 recommendations from me and have a great time with those. So that is 5 indie books that I think that you should read, apart from the last one, as I've already mentioned. But if you like this video, make sure you give it a like, comment down below any recommendations of indie books or self-published books that you have. I'd love to hear them. I'm always looking for more to read, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Bye.